What is up, DFF Army? Back again with another DFF film review. Billy Beaman here. If you like what we're doing with the Dynasty Football Factory YouTube channel, please subscribe. I've done a couple of sleeper wide receivers for the last couple of videos. This one I want to go right up to the top. Jaxon Smith-Njigba, Ohio State. Honestly, I gotta say, he's ranked my #1 wide receiver in this class pretty far and away. I don't know what we're doing if we don't have him at the top of our list. We might like Quentin Johnson with the size and all that, but I think JSN kind of has it all. He's not the smallest guy. I know we like to talk about how small he is, but he's really not. But either way, he's right up there at the top, and I want to do a film review on JSN. So we're going to start here back in 2021 with Rutgers, because 2022 season, not much there, but a lot here to look at. So I'm going to remove myself per usual, and we'll get into the film. So this one right here is a really good example of JSN finding a solid zone in the defense, sitting down in it, getting the ball, and then making some yards after the catch. You see some of the elusiveness and the yak ability here. Make the defender miss. 2 defenders miss, actually. Right? And we go back. He doesn't do anything particularly special right here off the release, though I think he has a ton of moves in his bag, and he has a pretty much instant release and really good quickness through the route. Really jumps off the screen, and you can see the smoothness right here. I mean, he just kind of runs right through it, boom, sits down, easy, secures the catch. Again, miss, tackle. So good stuff here. So let's go look at some more. Up here really quick at the top. Swim move over the defender. Doesn't get a target or anything, but I just think you kind of see. Shows outside. Right? Gets him to kind of turn his hips. Swim moves over him. It's going to be wide open there. This is a really nice one, too, where he doesn't get a target, but, look at this move. He's going to get open in the league every time with this move. Look how quick those feet are. Right? And you can see how he just paces it real nice and slow, and then he has that suddenness to just break right there. Stem to the branch. Boom. Inside. Here's another one. He doesn't get targeted. It's all really in the small details. See? Kind of slows down here. Starts a little fast, slows down. And he drags that foot. Gets inside the defender. He just has these nice little nuanced details to his route running that just make him so hard to defend. Here's a good example of something I think he does really well. You don't see from a lot of receivers. His ability to bend around defenders to avoid being slowed down during his route. And he does a really good job of keeping pace through his route and not slowing down when he's making a move, when he's planting, putting a foot in the ground, faking. And you just see here on this defender, good ability to just bend around him. Doesn't affect his route whatsoever, right? See it again here. See him again here. Right here. You see him already leaning. Bends around that defender. Again, not getting targeted, but again, it's all the details with JSN. All the details. Here's an example of JSN's excellent hands. Really not much else in here, but just absolutely phenomenal ball placement and hands. Great catch. You're going to see JSN just kind of run a wheel route out here. Defender's right on him, but just sticky gloves, man. Just sticky gloves. See it from this angle. Right? Boom. Just beautiful. You can see the toughness there finishing off at the end. Let's just look at him come off the line here again. Nothing really special about the route necessarily, but I think he does a good job again of just keeping good speed through the route. He never really hesitates. And here's another one where he doesn't get targeted, and it's hard. He's on a team with a few great wide receivers, right? This is again in 2021. Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. Star-studded cast, but he's what I like to call a deceptive route runner, right? Look at what he does here. Okay, again, comes off the line slow. Don't really know what he's doing. Just kind of stutter steps. Foot in the ground to the outside. Boom. Inside. that suddenness and that quickness, right? Nobody's saying he's the fastest guy on the field, but this, in short area, the quickness, is what really makes him elite. Here's another catch by JSN. You'd like to see this route maybe a little bit sharper, but again, that deceptiveness, kind of slow, able to kind of just put his foot in the ground. Defender doesn't know if he's going to go downfield. They're not really playing man or anything, so he has plenty of space, but you just see that ability to get open real quick there. Start and stop. And then you see the good contact balance. Yak ability. Yep. See it from this angle. Good catch. Fights off the defender. Yards after the catch. Okay, we're on to Jaxon Smith-Njigba versus Penn State here. Right off the bat, really nice route. Again, that deceptive route running, that pacing through the route. Good catch. Takes a pretty big hit there. But look at this jump cut he makes here on this route. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Right there. Right there. I mean, he shows inside so hard here and absolutely shakes the defender. Gets wide open for the catch. Good defense by number 13 there, though. Here, check it out from this angle. He's going to be right here on the left of the screen. Whew. I mean, look at that ability to dip those hips, change direction. Man. I mean, say what you want about JSN, but that's pretty elite stuff right there. Look how quickly he gets off the line here. Really quick release, puts his foot in the ground. I mean, he's open in an instant. Throws a little bit behind him. He bends the route on this one a little bit. Still gets open. Just maintains that speed through the route. Gets underneath the coverage. He does really exhibit good field vision. Understanding of the spacing, zones, kind of areas to get open. I mean, they're playing off coverage on him, and he's just feasting against Penn State. Gets on his toes. Easy. And here's just another good example of him finding that space, seeing those zones, and this is just play after play here. Coming back to the quarterback. Really everything, you're like, oh boy, look at this move at the line to freeze the defender, and then the ability after the catch. And to the defender's credit, I mean, he kind of sticks with him, but it really doesn't matter, does it? I mean, again, move at the line here. Oh, so many different moves at the line he has, right? Like just... Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Sticks with him. Makes the catch. But the quickness right after the catch. Turn. Get away. Good contact balance. And you see, he doesn't have that long breakaway speed, that elite breakaway speed. He doesn't have it. And nobody's saying he does. But he does have a good ability to get himself open, catch the ball, get away from the defender, especially in the initial contact, and gain yards after the catch. Yeah, he's never going to break one for 90, 100 yards, but that's not what we're asking him to do. Penn State's secondary might not have survived the next practice. I mean, they just couldn't stop JSN, and he's not even doing anything super spectacular here, but again, off the line real quick, that suddenness, bam, open. JSN's a pretty aggressive blocker for what it's worth. I mean, we're talking about fantasy mostly here, but NFL's going to like that. This is going to be the last play for this edition of the DFF Film Review featuring Jaxon Smith-Njigba. Finish off strong here with a touchdown, and this again just showing that great pacing he has in the route. Good quickness off the line, but slows up and then just accelerates through the route, and he's wide open, absolutely wide open. Just look at this, right? Boom, accelerates right there through the route. Accelerates, and yeah, it's broken coverage, but just you can see that ability, man, to just get open. Nobody's gonna match him there. And absolutely nobody's gonna be able to catch him after he accelerates through there, and they mismanage the defense. Hope you enjoyed this edition of the DFF Film Room. Again, if you like what we're doing here with the YouTube channel, please hit subscribe and go ahead and follow me on Twitter at WillieBeamanDFF. Peace out, DFF Army.